welcome to this Friday, July the 14th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, as always, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, it's Friday.
I know, and it's anything that goes live on Friday.
Oh, there's always crazy stuff going on Fridays. No pay-per-views to cover on this Friday.
Well, welcome back to baseball after the triumphant All-Star game.
Yeah, congratulations to the American League. Congratulations. Also, I'd like to send out my best wishes to here, Kenosha County, Racine County, dealing with the floods that are going over. Definitely, even around where I live in Silver Lake, a lot of flooding going around, so thoughts and prayers go out to all those affected. I live on a second level, so not as affected as much of a lot of people that have basements, so thoughts and prayers go out to them, and hopefully a quick and speedy recovery for them.
Yeah, a lot of people here around Lake County need to start pumping some basements out, but it's not pretty good. I heard somebody lost a lot of records. Need a lot of records on the floor, and they got flooded. Not too good right now. No,
and also, folks, we might lose. We've been having power issues here today at Studio One and around this town due to the flooding.
I told you it's Brandon McGrath that did it. I knew it.
Is it because today, isn't it, we're airing one of his most embarrassing moments on Ringside Report?
I believe so. And also, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but breaking news, the Del Rio Page thing got worse. I guess Page was saying, leave me the F alone to Del Rio, and
Tony, we'll cross that bridge later. But anyway,
yeah.
We might be doing this show in the dark at points, so folks, buckle up. Should be a fun ride to close out this week.
They'll be doing a candlelight as well.
I don't have no damn candles, Tony. What am I going to do, a seance?
Yeah, start singing.
Okay, let's recap Smackdown and 205 Live here while we have power.
Yeah, from San Antonio.
Yes, the Alamo in Texas. There we go. Okay. AJ Styles comes out as the United States Champion. He says, you know what, we used to have the U.S. Open Challenge. You know what, let's get back to that. So guess what? Guess who answers the call, Tony?
John Cena.
He does. And John Cena says, you know what, I'm going to answer it. They're getting ready to go. It doesn't even start. Who comes out? Kevin Owens, then Rusev. Eventually it ends with a tag match later on in the night. Then we have Jinder Mahal defeat Ty Dillinger, Xavier Woods defeating Jey Uso, Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura doesn't even happen as both guys brawl. They will have a match that is confirmed for Battleground in less than 2 weeks. Tamina and Natalya defeat Charlotte and Becky Lynch. Number 4 of the 5 women, including Lana as well. The winner of that 5-way at the at Battleground will get a women's title match at SummerSlam.
Now get that right. It's not a 5-way. It's a 5-way match, but remember, it's an elimination match.
Oh boy.
So Divas get pinned. If they get pinned, they head back to the locker room. But don't get used to Lana because she's gonna get involved.
I think Lana's the wild card in that match. She's in it.
Well, remember, she teamed up and helped Tamina and Natalya on Tuesday night. But don't count her because she might screw them over big time.
And then John Cena and AJ Styles defeat Kevin Owens and Rusev. Again, 2 matches at will. You said Kevin Owens is hurt.
Oh, I know. I thought he was hurt at Madison Square Garden. I guess he came back and got healed. And
then finally, 205 Live, Daivari versus Tozawa in a no contest as Neville attacks Tozawa. Rich Swann gets a win. Then TJP says he can beat the same guy. Beats him in about 10 seconds because he just had a match. And then Brian Kendrick, Jack Gallagher go back and forth. Then, of course, Cedric Alexander defeats Noam Dar in an I Quit match. Folks, that is that. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT. That's not a recap Ring of Honor and NXT. That's next on the Ringside Report. Okay, we're back here on segment 2. During the commercial break, the power went out again. And then we were joking that Undertaker or my dad would show up here with the lights off. That would be when the lights went back on. I remember doing this. I don't know if you folks remember this when we did the Wilmot show when we worked for Inside the Ropes for POW. And me and Beatty did a promo, and then we did the turn the lights off, and the Undertaker music hit, and then Tyler Sunday showed up. That was great. That was fun times. Me and Beatty, if there's one thing I do miss about Powell, even though I do get a chance to work with Beatty, I'll work with him next weekend. It's still I miss doing all the inside the rope stuff, definitely. But anyway, I want to talk about something real quick before we talk about Ring of Honor and that is the upcoming fight coming up on August the 26th, Tony, between Conor McGregor and Floyd Money Mayweather. Now they had the press tour this week. They were in Los Angeles. They're on Tuesday. They're in Toronto on Wednesday, New York on Thursday, and then this afternoon they were in London. Tony, these guys know how to hype a fight, and I think Ringside Report's going to cover that fight because that is one fight I am not missing, and we're going to cover them. The first and only boxing match we will ever cover here on the Ringside Report.
Yeah, I'll be at B.A.R. McGrath's house, but I guarantee you this. I'm going to make a prediction. I believe Floyd's going to get knock out Conor McGregor in 4 rounds.
4 rounds? Well, Conor McGregor says he's going to knock out Mayweather in 4 rounds.
Oh, I don't know. It's gonna end up a controversy fight where it's not like the CM Punk UFC fight that lasted like 30 seconds or a minute. You know,
Oh, CM Punk, you mean my friend from Taste of Chicago?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's recap Ring of Honor and NXT while I still have power. The Ring of Honor, Dalton Castle and the boys get a win over Coast to Coast and Flip Gordon. Matt Taven gets a win over Ultimo Guerrero. And Motor City Machine Guns get a win over War Machine. Does that put the Motor City Machine Guns in line for a tag title match against the Young Bucks?
It's kind of put them in line because they need to definitely do something because with the pay-per-view in September and getting close to Final Battle in December, they need a tag team to beat the Young Bucks.
So you say Motor City Machine Guns are that team?
Yeah, I said
that'd be a fun match.
That would be.
So that's Ring of Honor, of course. A lot of guys leaving. There also Kevin Kelly announced his contract's up. He'll no longer be with them.
Yeah, it was a good time. I still miss Steve Corino with that super kick.
He works for the E now, Tony.
I know he does.
Finally, NXT, Aleister Black gets a win over the debuting, Tony, Bobby Fish, as he makes his NXT debut, former star in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, Bobby Fish gets a huge win.
He lost.
Aleister Black gets a huge win over Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish is now a young fish, and he's a small pond, but he's going to work his way to the big pond and the big fish.
Wednesday night during the NXT tapings, Kyle O'Reilly debuted in NXT as well.
Oh, that's good because now they need some more.
Will we see Red Dragon team together in NXT?
Oh, I want to see that happen. And I still wait for Eric Young and what's his face, Bobby Roode to be called up to the WWE soon. But speaking of NXT, the thing I want to worry about is Ruby Riott. Somebody's going to knock off Asuka, but who's it going to be?
I'm thinking Nikki Cross, but
She had her match already a couple weeks ago. She lost that. So, I don't know. It's got to be somebody because Asuka's getting close to almost 2 years at WrestleMania next year.
yes, indeed. Mae Young, Classic Qualifier. Vanessa Borg defeats Jamie Hatchie. Johnny Gargano comes out and says when he comes back, he's going to be not only Johnny Gargano, but Johnny Wrestling. I think he's still out for a while. And finally, NXT Tag Team titles. Authors of Pain defeat Heavy Machinery. After the match, then Sanity comes out. The two, not Eric Young, the other two, with the paper falling. Apparently, it's the book that the Authors of Pain read or whatever. So, do you think Sanity can dethrone the tag team champions coming up possibly at TakeOver?
Well, somebody definitely got to beat because in Orlando we had that 4-way ladder match that turned out to be pretty ugly, but with Gargantuan out and Ciampa, that team broke up. I don't know, there's got to be some new teams in there got to be dominating.
We'll see what happens. That's NXT. Next week, you're going to see number one contender match for the NXT Championship. It's going to be Drew McIntyre going one-on-one against one of the guys from Sanity. I just can't think of his name. But
the last time, speaking of that, the last time somebody called themselves Johnny Wrestling,
Johnny Wrestling.
that was freaking John or whatever, that Johnny Nitro guy was.
Oh, boy. Okay, folks, we're taking time out. When we come back, it's time to go back in the archives of Ringside Report. Our 30-second best moment, and it involves Brandon and his first kiss. We'll be back. Okay, we're back here on the Ringside Report. Once again, the power goes out during the commercial, so whoever's in control of this has put the power out in the commercial the 2 times, so that's fine. But Tony, it's time to relive Ringside Report history. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, folks, it's time. We're going to go back to the VFW in Elk Grove Village when we were interviewed. And said, because we came up, and what was their name, Tony?
I don't remember.
Vinny Ryan and CJ Idol, what was their team name?
Team Scream.
Yes. We interviewed them, and we interviewed all the wrestlers, so they said, why don't we interview you once? Well, it ended up turning out to being Brandon getting his first kiss. We caught it all on camera. Let's take a look at Ringside Report moment number 32.
Uncut?
Uncut? Uncensored? I'm controversy, baby.
Cool. That works. I like that.
He's cut because he's just quiet. He's quiet as a mouse. And he's never kissed a girl either.
You want a kiss?
No, I'm alright.
Why don't you kiss Jackie? Come on.
Yeah.
Whoa, hey.
Come on. Why don't you kiss Jackie?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay,
Come on.
Hey,
I'm alright.
Let's reel it back in here.
You got a thing for my girlfriend?
Yeah, he does. He has the hots for her. Yeah.
What's your next question?
She kisses on the lips too. Anyway.
Well, actually, I have the hots for the girl.
All right.
Look right here. Right here. Come on.
We have a special guest.
Come on, smart ass.
Listen. Go ahead. She wants to give you a kiss.
Come on.
We got a surprise guest.
Do it.
Do it.
She kisses on the lips.
Oh! Get that one,
There we
Trevor.
go.
Finally.
And it's on tape. So there.
Smootty, you saw right there? Jackie, the wife of Vinny Riot, kissing Brandon on the cheek. How cute.
Oh, brother, you know, that lard ass was, you know, wait till New Orleans. Something's going to happen. I don't know.
And like we said, and also for you folks that are wondering, Brandon, of course, no longer on this show. It's been a year. He's trying to work out his own problems, and that's what I said. When he left Ringside Report, it was mainly because I wanted him to kind of focus on his own life, and he has his own stuff to deal with, and that's fine. Me and Tony have taken the helm, and we're hoping to get him back on, not as a permanent basis, but to get him on here, because this is the final 100. We did the first 400 episodes with him. He's a part of this. I'm not pretending that he's not a big part of it. He's been in the first 3 moments. He's part of this show. So I wish him the best and whatever, and obviously I've hung out with him, went to the Taste of Chicago with him last weekend, but I do want, he is part of this show, he's part of Ringside Report, he's part of the amazing moments we've had, so I just want to thank him, and hopefully we get a chance to get him back on sooner rather than later.
Oh, yeah, you guys would have thought after day 1 with my controversy that we would actually...
That we would have had a second show?
Our second show, because a lot of people are saying that after the controversy, they all thought, hey, this is gonna be juicy. We're gonna have to see how this goes. And
our most viewed episode, Smootty, was show 1 because of you, and I had to answer. I got text messages, and everyone had an opinion about what I should do with the show.
Wait a minute. Speaking of that, that's the bombshell I'm dropping right now. This is what I'm gonna bring. And one of our last shows, I don't know, it's not gonna be the last show. I think it might be the
We'll
last
work
show.
it out. I'm still working on our schedule for our final week.
In New Orleans, I'm going to drop the bomb, but it's not going to be anything about wrestling. You never know. Stay tuned.
Okay, Smooty, I'm looking forward to it, of course. Don't forget our final week coming to you from New Orleans, April, in the week of April, so it should be exciting. Folks, go ahead. Hurry up, Smooty. We're out of time.
Before we go, I'd like to say prayers to our thoughts to El Patron, as he's been suspended by Global Force Wrestling due to the incident.
Really? He's the champion.
Well, according to what happened was, they leaked out that Paige and him were in a fight at the airport, and Paige told him to get the F away from him, and so Jeff Jarrett has told him that he's been suspended indefinitely by Global Force Wrestling. So that means we might have a new champion soon.
Okay, folks, we should see what happens there. Everyone have a great weekend. It's a no wrestling weekend. We'll be back Monday where we recap Impact, preview Raw and SmackDown. Next Friday, we'll have a busy show. We got to preview SSW. We got a Battleground warm-up. We got to show the 31st funniest moment, which is Coach T's cat making an ass out of himself. So it should be exciting there, folks. Everyone have a great weekend. Stay cool. Stay cool. For Anthony Smootty, I'm Ryan Young. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat and Tony's burps to all things wrestling.